Hey everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready for SS English and I hope so you all are well and you all are waiting for my sessions. Today we will be discussing another set of 10 HR terms which are really helpful if you want to have your career in HR or if you are having career in HR, right? So these are daily use terms, so make sure to subscribe this channel if you're watching me for the very first time and do hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get my updates whenever new sessions are loaded, right? So let's get started with it. And first is attendance management. Now, attendance management involves tracking and monitoring the employees' attendance and work hours. This is attendance management. Now, it includes what? It includes managing leave requests, addressing absenteeism issues, and maintaining accurate attendance records. Now, if you want to implement effective attendance management system, then we need to ensure that proper workforce planning and scheduling is being done, and this is done under a proper system which is attendance management. Okay, now we can do this, we can implement this system in organized way by obviously HRIS, through HRMS, and less popular was manual, like we used to do it manually before HRIS, but if we have small organization, then these manual things could be taken up, but it's advisable to have a proper HRIS system so that attendance management process could be smoothened. Okay. Now, next is corporate training. What is corporate training? We often hear about this corporate training. We often hear that we will be getting a proper training when we will be joining new organization, right? So, this is basically providing employees with specific skills and knowledge to enhance their performance and productivity. Okay, not only the performance and productivity, but yes, you can say day-to-day activities as well. Even if you are having experience, even if you have skills, but still there is a lack of certain amount of training. You can say there is a certain amount of teaching left, counseling, mentoring left, and this comprises in corporate training. Means this comprises of corporate training. These training programs are tailored to address the organization's needs. Yes, whatever the organization needs are, these programs are tailored according to that, and can cover areas like technical skills, soft skills, leadership development, and compliance training based on your profile. Like every candidate won't be getting leadership development training, right? Every candidate won't be getting compliance training. Okay, every candidate won't be getting technical skills training. Like if we are hiring an office assistant, so what we need soft skills. Like we need that candidate should have proper typing skills, proper language proficiency, so that that person can understand the letters, type the letters. Okay, so this kind of training will be tailored as per the profile and as per the organization's objectives. Now, next is deductions. Now, this word is a very common word, and basically deduction refers to the amount subtracted from an employee's salary to cover various expenses, and that could be like taxes, insurance premiums, and retirement contributions, loan repayments, or any other benefits. Okay, any deduction and even more, right? So these deductions are typically outlined in the employment contract or company policy. Means all these deductions will be told to you that these deductions will be there, and yes, they are done accordingly. Fine. Next is disciplinary action. This is also very important term. We often get confused that what is disciplinary action and why it happens. So disciplinary action is the process of addressing and correcting employee misconduct or poor performance. We need to take some disciplinary action if there is a poor performance and we have given so many reminders, like some action needs to be taken, or there is a misconduct, poor misconduct. So to address this and to correct this, we need to take a disciplinary action. Now, this action depends upon various factors and the company policies, rules and regulations. It couldn't be that you can take any kind of action against any employee. Okay, so this may include like verbal warnings, written warnings, probation, suspension, or termination, and depending on obviously the severity and frequency of the issue. Now, you need to see how severe that incident, that misconduct is, and how frequent it is. If it's happening every other day, then yes, you have to take action. You have given verbal warnings, you have given written warnings, and a lot of things have been spoken, discussed, and again that employee is doing the same thing, then yes, we have to do the proper, we have to take proper disciplinary action, and that should be as per company policies. Company policies should have this clause of disciplinary action in different kind of cases. Okay, next come employee handbook. Now this is very useful for employee, and as it says employee handbook means it's handy for employee. So this is basically a document that contains company policies, procedures, expectations, and yes, guidelines for employees. So you can say it serves a comprehensive resource to communicate important information about the organization and its culture. Like we can't read each policy, we can't tell you all the procedures, we can't tell all the expectations, verbally. We can't tell all the guidelines, but this handbook is a document which contain all these things, and this is being provided to the employee through the mail and by hand, means by both ways sometimes, or by single way sometime. Okay, so this is helpful as they can read, and even we can say that these policies and procedures are written, so you must go through it. Okay, next is HR analytics. Now this is I have a separate session on HR analytics, and this is HR playlist on the channel, so you can check from there if you want, and means I'll pin this session in the comment section. And please, one more request, you can say that I pin lot of sessions in the pinned comment just for your convenience. You people ask same queries again and again. I pin these sessions just for your convenience, so please make sure to watch them, make sure to put comments, or to say hi, hello, or to say thanks, or to say anything on those sessions. Please have a look on those sessions, because you have queries related to that session repeatedly on every new session, but you don't check those pinned comments. Okay, so please have a look on that. Now, what is HR analytics? I would be brief because I have a separate session, so you can check that session as well. I would be briefing you over here. So it involves basically the use of data analysis and statistical methods to gather insights from HR related data, right? Means we have you can say a large amount of HR related data, and what we are doing it, we are using data analysis, we are using statistical methods to extract more information to gather insights, right? So it helps basically us HR professionals to make data driven decisions and predictions on various aspects like recruitment, like employee performance, like retention, like workforce planning. Okay, next. Now, what is HRIS? HRIS is again a human resource information system. Now, it is basically a software that centralizes and manages employee data, such as obviously personal information, attendance records, performance evaluations. We have discussed this in attendance management. Remember the first one, attendance management, performance evaluations, and payroll. And yes, it obviously streamlines HR processes and facilitates data driven decision making. Okay, so it is basically a software system which centralizes, which helps us to centralize and manage employee data. Okay, large amount of employee data. Next is KPIs. Now, what is KPI? I have a separate session on my other channel ready to get update on the KPI, that is key performance indicator. If you are well versed in Hindi language, then you can have a look on that channel ready to get update. And if you want this session over here, please do tell me, right? So this is KPI, key performance indicator. This is quantifiable metrics used to measure an organization's performance and progress towards achieving specific goals. And you can say in HR, KPIs can include metrics related to employee productivity, turnover rate, employee engagement, and yes, other related data. Okay, key performance indicators, key to indicate performances. This is like this. Okay. Next is, I know I have briefly discussed this because I have a separate session where I have discussed this in detail about what are key performance indicators, what are the key components, how we can apply this in case of different individual companies. So I will definitely advise you, I will definitely request you to have a look on that session, and if you want that session over here, then please do tell me, right? So this is like, next is minimum wages. Now, what are minimum wages? Now, minimum wages, as the name suggests, refers to the legally mandated lowest wage rate that employees are required to pay, that employers are required to pay to their employees, right? Legally mandated means we have a proper act, Minimum Wages Act, and I have uploaded the session of Minimum Wages Act also, right? So you can have a look on that session as well. So this is like lowest mandated wage rate. The the employers are required to pay. Means this minimum, this amount you have to pay to the employees. And it is set by obviously government, or you can say relevant labor authorities, to ensure that fair compensation and exploitation of the workers are not there, to protect workers from exploitation, because workers are not aware that what is the minimum wage rate, what amount they should get. So in order to get jobs, or in order to work somewhere, or in order to get money, workers start working and they are not aware about the fair compensation. So government or the labor authorities have mandated it, the fair compensation. What should be the minimum compensation employers should pay to the employee? Okay, the last is talent management. Now, talent management is basically, applying various strategies and practices to attract, develop, and retain top talent within the organization. Now, this is a very surprising factor that few companies have high turnover rate. Means employees leave the organization without a proper reason, or anything, right? So this is like, we need to apply certain strategies to retain the top talent, and this will include activities such as performance management, career development, and employee engagement. Again, I have a separate session on employee engagement and performance appraisal as well. You can have a look on that session. So this is like how to engage the employee, how to make them committed towards the work, dedicated towards the work, how to satisfy them, how to manage our talent. So this is an art, and we must apply strategies, we must apply processes, we must apply activities to do this process. Okay, so to basically retain our talent. Okay, so I hope so this was helpful, and if it's helpful, please do let me know in the comment section, and what all sessions you want to have on this channel, please do let me know. So till next video, all the very best. Just stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.